Well, hey rebels, hey rebels, hey rebels. We are here. Glad to have you. And I hope everything has been working out for you. Mysteriously fantastic. So, what we are starting off with, I had a couple songs that came to mind this morning. A song by Kanye West and White Boy called You Know. Um, who else was that? 8 Ball and MJG. Don't Want Drama. I heard Scrappy. Don't Want No Problems. So I guess we're just frankly not giving a F. And that's perfectly fine because what's your business is your business and what's mine is mine and what's your what's not yours is not yours and you know, you know how the rest go. So what we have here is Strength, Birthday with the Seven of Pleasures, which is Seven of Wands. And we also have Eight of Pleasures with Time for Yourself. And at the bottom, we have outer space, a journey into outer space, the world. Follow your curiosity. Exactly. All about minding your own business. Understanding that your time is your currency, your energy is your currency, and just taking care of you. And frankly, the things that other people are caring about, yeah, you understand you can care about as well. But there's many aspects to your life, so therefore, you rather allocate that time for caring about that situation when it penetrates your bubble just a little bit that you can see it close enough to notice that it's there. Or when you get to the point that you realize, you know what, let me deal a little bit with this right now because it is kind of cutting a little close and I got a little time for it. So you're not necessarily finding yourself stressing about the things that other people are picking and prying at your brain, trying to figure out why don't you give a damn about it. Hmm. You got scheduled time for it. It's just not right now. You know? Okay. So let's see what else it is that Spirit wants us to know about us, ourselves, how we're doing, and what we probably could care, frankly, less about. Okay, so we have balance. We have balance. We have connections. At the bottom, there's reward. And what is that? Let's see. Just want to get a little bit of more information because I can take this so many different ways. So, okay, I've been saying determination. We can take determination many ways, but obviously, this determination is determination about you being focused on you. The card reads consistency is the key to achieving your goal. Keep doing what works well for you. Don't quit when you're don't quit when you're tired. Mm. Quit when you're done. Determination, balance. So once again, I am seeing that all of this is just saying thus far you tend to be on the right path. You know, there are many people who have many different opinions about what it is that they're perceiving that you're doing, what it is that you should be doing, how it is that you are, how you are being manipulated within their story of how you are actually. So there's a presence of someone who is feeling that you are hiding actually how you are doing. When this Spirit is saying this is furthest from a lie. This is furthest from a lie, meaning no, it's furthest from a lie, meaning that you are very far from what they are telling themselves to seem to be the truth, but really their truth is a lie within your reality. Okay, I see where this is going. Yeah, but either which way, you are going to reap the rewards of, once again, minding your own business. And look at who on the floor and wants to hide. We have a Five of Swords. Now, I saw this Five of Swords upside down. And frankly, this to me is once again saying that someone needs to mind their own business. Upright, we have connections. King of Swords. Can I get some clarifying cards for these two? Five of Swords. Can we have a clarifying card? Okay, the World. Balance, the World, Five of Swords. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. A little 50 cent for you. Close the front door. Don't let anybody else in. Just close the front door. Don't let anybody else in. We have the World and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So, I want to pull the rest of these cards before I address what it is that I am seeing. Okay, clarify the top at the bottom and the bottom and top. Got it. I'm sorry, that's the tub of my dreams. I've had it before, but you know, I'm gonna get it again. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. All right, and at the bottom, we got the Ten of Pentacles. So, we're under determination and strength. Okay, strength, determination. You have the Seven of Pentacles, and you have the High Priestess. Once again, just as we open this up, and I so love this collective, because it's like you come in this space already knowing what it is that you want, what it is that you're about. You're open to hearing, is there anything that you're missing? Is there anything more that you should know? Is there another avenue that you should start to invest in and start paying attention to while you already have so much on your plate, right? So here was strength, determination, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess, which is also the cover card of this deck. Okay. And I'm looking also and seeing the fruits of your third eye. Honey, keep on going. I understand that things may not look like, just as I'm hearing you understand as well. Okay, clarification, clarity, confirmation reading. Once again, let's keep it going. You already know that you're heading down the right path. What is perceived to be a struggle for others, your situation is being perceived as a struggle situation for others. Once again, it ain't none of their business. It ain't none of your friends' business. I'm hearing genuine. Ain't none of your friends' business what we be doing, okay? What you be doing. You are handling your business. You are you're not even paying attention to the calendar days. At times, you may not even realize what day of the week it is. At times, you may not realize what date of the month you're in. You may even be a person who is, and no, you are a person who is fully in tune with the moon cycles, and you tend to let that be your reliance of telling you what it is that you should be doing at which time, and not telling you, but more side steering you and letting you know that you are heading in the right direction. Like there's this magnetic pull that you have with the earth that tells you if you are misaligned and what you need to do to correct yourself, whether it be your mental, your spiritual, your body, or your former. Interesting. Your former. We're going to get to that. So continue on. Money may not be looking the way that you would want for it to be, but I also hear you saying to yourself that you already have it. You are already claiming, you are already accepting what has yet to show itself to you in this present day's reality. And you are confident that it is yours and that it is in service and is being delivered towards you. Let's move along. Once again, pay attention to you. You got this. Can't nobody tell you about you better than you, okay? Because you are just that authentically honest with yourself. And you might just be a lot like me. I feel this energy. I really do. You may be a lot like me, where it's like you may not have had many people tell you about yourself, but People feel that you are so ignorant and naive to be so excited to want someone to tell you about your flaws. How else are we supposed to grow if we don't know about our flaws, right? So, yes, I am definitely a person who gets excited to hear somebody tell me about themselves, even if it's their own projected perception of me. Do share, because then I know what to do with you and I know how to continue on with myself right on, moving along. So, with birthday balance, it's Five of Swords upside down. What I'm catching that's interesting about this Five of Swords upside down is if you sneak a peek, you have this cup. This cup. This cup is all the magic, right? Though this young lady right here feel that because she got first place and because she was the one who got there first and she did her big one, you know, you got this cup right here that says that your cup runneth over. Not only does it run over, it evaporates. It does all the cycles of water. It's solid, it's liquid, it's gas, and then it comes right back to you. So no matter whether someone has the number one spot in a competition, for you, what the fuck does it matter? What the hell does that matter? That's their win. That's what they needed to validate themselves. And they cannot seem to read your energy, even in your surrounding spaces, to see that you're fulfilled regardless of a plaque or a reward. Just the stability of your environment and your peace and your balance is enough for you. Every day is a celebration for you, and you understand some people need those moments more than others, or should I say more than you. Okay, but what they don't get is that the temporariness that becomes those moments, those temporary moments of, for instance, someone talking about their heyday back in the day when they were in their 20s or their teen years, and them expressing like a pivotal point in their life that was just because everyone was around them celebrating them, or they felt like they had a big name within that space, that environment, the streets, the bedroom, whatever the case may be, right? A role of authority. But that's the only moment that they really have to look back at that makes them feel connected to who it is that not only that they once were, but that they wish that they could be again. And you, on the other hand, sir, ma'am, miss, sir, okay? You, on the other hand, you are so amazing that you don't flaunt who you are, who you've been, what you're up to in other people's presence. Just your silence and your nonchalant type of character, your resting bitch face, or whatever you perceive or have named that. Um, it irritates the hell out of them to constantly wonder what the hell it is that you're up to, because you're not giving them the attention and focus that other people are giving them, because you are minding your own business. Okay, you are minding your own business, and once you're not in competition with somebody, so therefore there's no need to pay attention to these calendar days as if you are working on a deadline in a race with someone else. You are your world. You have everything that it is that you need to have, the intellectual intelligence that you are willing to grow, to become, and have endured is something so amazing that other people don't get it, because they want that right now gratification. And you understand, in order to have a proper foundation, you need to pay attention to how that foundation came to be, right? Moving right along. Okay, I feel this moving right along energy is constantly, frequently something that is done here at Rebel Earth Oracle, where we look to inspire ourselves to not be so part of this matrix conditioning that we really want to know what more is out there, what is on the other side of that fourth wall, to be different, and not even to separate ourselves, from others and say, hi, I got something so rare. No, you yourself are rare. Confirmation. You yourself are rare because you are willing to go beyond what everyone else feel is safe, doing the same repetitive things every day. You want so much more. We want so much more. So it's not that we're rebelling against the earth. No, we're just rebelling against the conditioning that they said that our limitations are here on earth. We aspire for so much more. So therefore, we seem to be rebels and gladly claim it. Anyway, so time for yourself, honey. Time for yourself. Take a spa day. Go to the salon. Go to see a skin, the skin people, what dermatologists and, all that. Zhuzh yourself up if you feel that there is any need to give something an emergency attention, or if you just want to pamper yourself. Okay, so don't disconnect from that. So anyway, time for yourself. Connection. Though this says connection with this King of Cups, right? This King of King. Okay, so King of Swords. Though I also got the energy of King of Cups. This has been happening a lot lately. So though you are blunt and straightforward, you are also being compassionate to understanding that you have to be very strategic, and it doesn't take much for you. You have to be very strategic in how you are blunt. So therefore, that is your King of Cups energy. You're double fisted. Got the cup over here, got your sword over here, and you are whipping these energies into shape, even if that means you're whipping them into shape, and to the extent that it is propelling their energy to not want to be around you, though their energy is very curious about you. It's like seeing something in front of you and you want to reach out and touch it, but you're afraid that it's going to have like electrical voltage shooting from it the closer you get to touching it, like a no-touch zone. You are definitely a no-touch zone. So for any of you who may be feeling that you lack friendships or you lack it, part of this journey is understanding that certain relationships cannot withstand the strength of your energy and your presence unless you dumbing yourself down. So there's going to have to be a sacrifice had. Would you rather sacrifice yourself and limit yourself and the things and the progress that you could be making, being in the presence of who you authentically are? Or are you going to sacrifice your time by disengaging yourself and really concerning yourself with, are they mad at me? Do they care? Should I go back and apologize? You need ground yourself in this King of Swords energy and balance it out with your King of Cups energy and understand that you choosing you is not an issue for anyone other than those who want you to sacrifice yourself for their pleasing. So whoever these people in this, worldwide bubble is, being probably online even. Yeah, it was. I didn't want to say it, but yeah, online. I see even a disco, like a disco ball type of things. It's just scattered. Whoever these people are, they would be pleased if you were to please them by sacrificing yourself and go back to the unconsciousness of being a people pleaser. Honey, that cycle is over. That cycle is over. Because here with this Wheel of Fortune, and we have the eyes. the eyes. You see everything. Once again, here we go again. This was the same thing as the last reading. You got north, you got northwest, you got south, you got southwest. You are watching your everything. You are bringing your past, your current, your potentials that you could have been, your potentials that you made clear decisions not to be, what could be of your future. You are bringing the aspects of so many different versions of yourself into the integration of one whole self, which is you. It's like you are represented on different planets as many different versions of yourself. And those versions have come to have a collective meeting. You are fucking amazing. Crazy, 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 just crazy. All right. Oh, and crazy because we're out of space, right? Follow your curiosity, rewards. Oh, this is the tub of my dreams, honey. It's called a cloud tub. Amazing, right? And and this is the Four Swords, okay? So relax, celebrations. What else can we say about it? Oh, sorry, itchy, itchy. Stop my nose. Okay. Rejuvenation. You're retreating. You are in a place of recovery. You are in a place of solace. Okay. Um, and with this hangman, I feel like though this is something that you wanted, you desired, you created, whatever this lifestyle is that you are moving into as you are ending these former cycles, right? You saw this coming. You saw it coming, and it what delayed it was your courage to believe in yourself, to see your life opposite of what you have always seen it. You being stuck in this room. Once again, do you see? I love these pictures. So, in this picture, what do you see? Do you see two faces or do you see a cup? Interesting. So, even when things seem like they weren't going right, you knew that you were right on track. You knew that you were right on track because in order to elevate from something, you have to be at rock bottom from it, right? So, you're looking back at your rock bottom in peace, in understanding, looking at the cooperation that you had to give it. You're looking at your rock bottom and you're seeing how much you have elevated from that point. That could have been destruction. That could have been further chaos. That you could have dug a core, like dug a hole down to the core of the earth and met hell in. But you decided not to. It's crazy because usually I'm always saying, oh, there's so much more that I can say. But Spirit is definitely giving me this huggable, lovable energy of, and that came from Heavy D, this huggable, lovable energy of embrace that moment of silence. Embrace that peace. You have come such a far, 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 long way from your scarcity, from your fear, from your dwellings, from the horror, from the energies and enemies that you never thought that you would depart from. And here with this Ten of Pentacles, family time. I have to bring this in closer. I have to bring this in closer because you are worthy. You are worthy on some Bill and Ted Great Adventures. Generations to come. And these may not even be your family members, but you know, as we've learned in these recent years, and some of us have understood it longer than most of us have been willing to listen. As we have come to learn, your family becomes those who you accept and those who accept you. And generations to come that are finding their way through the jungles and the thorns like Sleeping Beauty being rescued from the prince type thing, Maleficent. I love her. Um, they are going to appreciate you even if they never know your name. Just the energy and the presence that you have put out there for others to be able to come in contact with, and their acceptance be relatable and relative in their going forwards. So what are some things that people's identities and structures are? You are the seed. I just heard that you are the seed that has been planted for the stability and salvation of others, to be able to see themselves. Because so crazy, this little wolf right here, even though he doesn't look like these little birds, still joyous, still celebrating. And then even though this bird, even though it looks like the rest of them, everyone's like looking. Excuse me, confirmation. No, excuse me. Okay, right. No excuses. I heard that. No excuses. Each one is looking at themselves. Each one is looking at themselves and seeing the difference of the world and acceptance of who they are. Heck, you even have this mushroom right here, just doesn't care. It's doing what it wants, okay? All right, what else is it, Spirit, that you can tell us about this seed that we have planted, that the rebels have planted for those who are coming after them? Mindfulness. You are, you have been, you are, you have, you will. It will continue. The growth of the mindfulness, the self-awareness of those who come in contact with you. And even if, that's quite entertaining to hear. Even if someone comes around you and they do not have positive affiliations with you, and they come around you to share in the harvest that you have prepared, they will take your words and share it with others as if it is their own wisdom, which will cause those others to see this person in their script reading nature. So pretty much saying that they will realize that the person who is speaking to them, who has just come from your harvest and taken from your harvest to come to them as if they have prepared a harvest, they will see that this person who has stolen from your harvest, even if you didn't care and you gave it to them, they will see that this person is fugazi, a facade, that they steal other people's materials and try to adapt themselves as if it is their own. But in all honesty, it is not, and they will be seen for the manuscript, okay, that they are. So maybe someone here is a writer. I'm getting a lot of, stage type of words. Now, those who are receiving from this person may never know that it's you, but they will feel the energy of the dishonesty and inauthenticity of that person, that it would then make them, inspire those others to research themselves with the stolen harvest that was brought to them, so that they will then learn how to create their own harvest. So what this is all saying, Spirit, if I'm getting this correct, please, do help me. What this is saying is, regardless of the dishonesty of anyone who comes around you, they are going to wear such a mask. And the mask will be you and your energy. And no matter where they carry where that mask at, people will see that they are wearing a disguise. But it will have them so intrigued that they are going to want to know more, but they would not want to resource more from that person who is wearing the disguise. They will then go and learn for themselves. So regardless of who comes in your energy is going to be seen for exactly the treasure that it is. That was long, but we got down. What else is it that we are teaching? Gratitude. We were just speaking about gratitude. Okay, and there's a wand here. So once again, wands, keys. Okay, ruby red shoes. Gratitude. A cup. Okay. Gratitude. So even if things are not presented in a package that matches the inside, there's appreciation for the gift that comes from it. Just that. Okay. All right. And believe. So you have with your presence and your silence and your momentum and your everything, right? Night and day. Night and day. Didn't see that. Okay. So Wheel of Fortune with the night and day. We're going to get back here. Wheel of Fortune with night and day, the mindfulness connection. King and Queen. King and Queen. All right. Knight of Swords. Was not on this table anywhere. King of Swords. All right. King of Swords. King of Cups. Some may see you as being a shapeshifter. And I'm hearing someone start saying, you know what, they wouldn't be far off if they did. It wouldn't be a far-fetched idea if they did identify you as a shapeshifter. You are so pleasing to the many spaces that you bless with your energy. You could tend to bring yourself around people who most oftentimes put on a facade as if they belong. But when you come around, it feels like the strangest free will feeling for them when you come around, because your energy makes everyone feel seen. Your energy is so potent that it knocks them out of that spell that they've been doing on a day-to-day, where they've been falsifying their own authenticity to fit and belong. That when you come around, you wake them up to remind them, like, hey, you've been faking the funk, right? This ain't really who you are, right? So when your energy comes around, you give such a level of understanding that they're asking the wrong question. They're asking, who are you? And really, they should be turning back to themselves and say, who have I been? Who am I right now? Why have I been asleep for so long? Right? So though you come in with such this grit, this big, grand energy, they think that it's you, when really, you're mirroring them, and you saying, like, hey, do you ready to remember who you are? You ready to remember what you're about? Are you ready to remember why you allowed yourself to stay in this place for so long? Yeah, baby, you dangerous. Oh, and you do it with kindness. Okay? You do it with kindness. Isn't this amazing? A pumpkin that is actually allowing other fruits to take up its internal space. Hmm. You're awesome. You're amazing. I hear you're very skillful and talented. And then told us to go over here, and we're about to wrap this up, Spirit. I wanted to stay a little while longer, but we do as we're told. Oh, celestial and set. Oh wait, celestial assistance, divine support, faith, fated events. So you have celestial assistance, moon, stars, everything up above, and see where it takes you. That's the, yeah, see where this takes you. Oh, interesting. Okay, right over here over connection. We have devilish intentions, materialism, your shadow self. So your shadow self is rather alluring. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Your shadow self is very alluring. Okay, and then we have course correction and generosity. And at the bottom, you have slow but steady. And that is honestly how we started off this whole thing in the mystery gift. Slow but steady, your own pace, your own time. You got this. And you are truly, truly an amazing grace. Thank you for joining me, Rebels, and thank you for allowing me to step into your energy and space. Thank you for allowing me to step into your energy and space, and as always, go Rebels!